matchup from the opening round of the Six Nations was without a doubt the match between England and Scotland, where it was the visiting Scottish side looking for their third consecutive Calcutta Cup victory over England. But the question on everyone's lips was not how they did it on that fateful night, but of course, can they do it on Rugby Challenge 4? And of course, that's why we're here, to bring the match to you. It's the opening round of the Six Nations, and England face Scotland here at Twickenham as the Calcutta Cup is on the line once again. What's going on, everyone, and welcome back along to your home of rugby as we bring you some Six Nations action from the 2023 competition and what I think was the game to see from that opening round. Can they repeat the dose here, the Scottish, once more against England? We're about to find out as we look through the two teams about to do battle tonight here at Twickenham. It has been a very, very turbulent last few months for the English rugby team, with a new look of coaches, a bunch of new changing players, and all sorts of media attention being focused around this English side. But they've put together a decent little side of form players and, of course, that X-Factor experience in there as well. Their front row and forward pack looks very established. Gans, George and Sinclair will wear 1, 2 and 3 and go up against the Scottish front row that has much to prove themselves. Schumann, Turner and Nell will wear 1, 2 and 3. It's very experienced and very solid in the second row. Atolze and Chisholm goes up against Gray and Gilchrist. In the back row, of course, where this could be won and lost, Loveland, Curry and Dombrandt go up against Ritchie, Crosby and Ferguson for the Scottish lads. Into the back lines, and here's an interesting matchup. Jack Van Portveld going up against Ben White, and of course the matchup everyone wants to see, Marcus Smith versus anyone but today's Finn Russell. And can the experience of the Scottish fly half get it done against his much more younger and exciting counterpart in Marcus Smith? There's plenty of excitement throughout the rest of the backs as well, but this one, Owen Farrell and Sione Tuipulotu will be 1-2 watch. Again, the youngster on the side of Scotland this time, and Joe Marchant lines up against Hugh Jones. On the wings, it will be Ollie Hassel-Collins up against Kyle Stain, and Maxie Boyd Malins. Yes, we know him from Montpellier, but he's here with England as well. He's starting on the right wing against Duhan van der Merwe, and of course at fullback, Stuart Hogg, the big experienced man for Scotland, going up against the youngster, Freddie Stewart for England. Plenty to be excited about on the bench as well. A good mix of that experience and young, exciting talent. And a few players coming back from what has been a bit of a hiatus in the English side. Anthony Watson wears 23, and of course players being in and out. Guys like Asekwe wearing 19 as well will look to make an impact. Make sure he's in an English shirt yet again. For Scotland, look out though for Chris Harris. What a name, what a player. He wears 23. And of course, former Wallaby Jack Dempsey will line up in the number 20 jersey. That is how the two teams will line up tonight. Of course, it will be England in the white and Scotland in the navy dark blue as we are ready to go. Owen Farrell gets the game underway, and Scotland receive the kickoff deep down to Ben White, who takes the ball just on his own 22, and Scotland look to hit it up through WP Nell, who charged his way into a couple of tackles, and here's a little opportunity on the left wing, and a good little bus wave for Van der Merwe. Finds support there, and Finn Russell looks for the kick, with a tackle coming in from Stewart, too hot to handle. And the ball spilt, England clean up, and we will go to our first set piece of the matchup. Good intuitive break here, Van der Merwe just busting out the tackle and looking for his outside man, who was on this instance.
Crouch.
The hard run
Bind.
of Finn Russell.
Set.
Opportunity now for England. On the back foot early after that initial little half break, and a great scrum too from the home side. They spring it out into the midfield of Marchant. Oh, he just about went around everyone. Desperate last-ditch tackle from Jones. Now a good little half break there from Van Portveld. He gets it just to the 22. Now they look to Atolze. The forwards hitting it up. Outside, Smith with a great little pass, beautifully to Malins. And Max Malins is just 10 metres short. England on the attack. Farrell takes a short ball. Forwards run in position. He loses a couple of metres, but now Kyle Sinclair. That's a high shot. Dangerous, no arms, and a yellow card. Well, no remorse from the referee here. And off to the bin. Scotland lose the player. Hugh Jones is the man. 3 on option here for England if they want them, but no! Oh, surprising, they turn it down and they look to the corner for the 7, no doubt in their mind. They want the big biscuits here with a man advantage on the paddock. Jamie George to throw, 7 metres out from the Scottish line, and that one is stolen in the middle. What a take from Grant Gilchrist. And the chance may be lost here for England as they are driving upfield Scotland. Van der Merwe at the back. Now White will look to his outside Stain, who pops up nicely to White, who's giving it back. The offload's coming thick and fast. They get it once again out to the attack of Finn Russell. Stain picks it up once more and he drives forward.
Release.
Scotland going sideways a lot here, but still struggling to retain possession. That's a nice pass out to George. He pops it back inside, and Marcus Smith chopped down like a big tree in the forest. Now out to the right wing. There's the drop goal attempt from Maylands, and it is over. What on earth was he thinking there? Max Maylands has deposited a bomb of a drop goal from way out on the right wing. A beautiful kick it was, but boy, you'd think you'd just take the easy 3 off the tee that they had the opportunity for a few moments earlier. Scotland, though, didn't clear their lines well enough. And they trail now on the scoreboard, 3 points to 0. As England look to run this one back. Farrell gets it from Martin, he looks back to Marcus Smith, who definitely chips one downfield, and it's taken nicely from Stuart Hogg at the back, and plenty of blue jumpers back here. Van der Merwe looks for his hard runs, and Luke Crosby, and the struggle, the breakdown again. England with numbers there, and a big turnover, quickly lost. It's a knock on from the young scrum half, Jack van Poortveld. And a chance for Scotland to land platform back the other way, but you see at that breakdown there, very quickly there was 3 white jumpers, and very quickly as well, Hugh Jones back on the field.
Crouch.
Boy, that was a fast 10 minutes, I tell you what. 3-0 the score remains.
Sit.
Punishment has not been inflicted too much just yet by England. They have survived the Scottish. Now they have a set-piece chance right on halfway. Russell offloads to Stain, looking on the outside channels, and they find Tui Pelotto. Offloads perfectly to Van der Merwe! The dummy! And away he goes! Johan Van der Merwe! First try of the night, and it goes to Scotland, and the Twickenham faithful have been hushed. Well, all that try put it down to Sione Tui Pelotto. It was all him who started it off on the outside, around the out of Owen Farrell he went. The offload and the tackle, and that step back inside, the dummy, and the pace from Van der Merwe as he gets away with the chase of Freddie Stewart. That is a great Scottish try. Set-piece rugby, eh? I tell you what, when it comes off, it can look fantastic, and that wasn't bad from Scotland. First real chance, they got their man back from the bin. Hugh Jones wasn't really involved in the play, but 15 on 15, Scotland certainly look good for the money at the moment. England's struggling, a bit conflicted about how they want to play this game. Owen Farrell, one man who needs to take this one by the horns and get things under control, as that's a nice work from Tui Pelotto once more, and Turner offloads. Now the front row is Scummin getting involved as well. Eventually, it's Vegas who takes it round and lose the ball. Smith goes on a bit of a scamper. There's no way he's getting through all that traffic, but it sits back for England, and George with a dummy! Trundles upfield, England very fast in the breakdown. Another drop ball from Van Poortveld. He's got to really clean that up. Sinclair, oh, Sinclair with a dummy. Scottish defence, dazed. It's now a run from Alice Genge. All the forwards getting involved. Godbrand having a go. Just short of the 22. They go to the short side. Once more, great run from George. Finding it to his outside of Max Maylands, who grabs a hand. And the ball goes dead and goal. Gets a stunno. Well, Jamie George is going to pull out the bag of tricks. The hooker has it all going for him at the moment. Couple of line breaks, great offload to a pacey Max Malin's on the wing. But the finishing execution not quite there from England at the moment. The ball is kicked out from the 22. Finn Russell finds Van Portvoud, who hits it back, and now Scotland looking to attack. Half a gap for Finn Russell, decides that there's better places to play this game with a 4-point lead intact. Stewart decides much of the similar and goes downfield. A net gain here for the Scottish, no doubt about that. Jones now looks for the sideline. Half-time is rung. Is it going to be kept in here from Stewart? It sure is. He'll run it back. Max Malin surprisingly says that is enough. And England trailing by 4 points say this is half-time. The home crowd not too impressed with the first half display by England, but it is still a very much involved match-up with both sides and with a massive chance of taking away the result. But it is England who had the better of the match-up, Scotland who lead on the scoreboard, and of course that yellow card hasn't made too much of an impact in this game. It's not very often you get a full 80 minutes of rugby without a yellow card or two in these fixtures, but at the half-time break, it is England who trail Scotland 7 points to 3. Now, Finn Russell's been a sensible man in the number 10 jumper tonight for Scotland. He's kicked well, he's ran the ball decently, and he's commanded his team around the field, as that's a nice little take there from Max Malins. And England will have the ball to use first, and again they take that little short side. They like using it, as that's a high shot on Maro Tolje. That statement itself, it's almost impossible to say. As Grant Gilchrist is trying to talk some sense into the unbelievable tackle from Finn Russell. Not the tallest man in the paddock, and how he got up to the height of Maro Tolje to smack him around the chops really is, well, quite fascinating, to be honest. Jamie George will throw a man who's had a fantastic half of rugby so far. What has been poor is a set piece. Instead, it's another turnover from Grant Gilchrist, who at line-out time is dominating the game. Width through to Pilotu, who's turned, and he's just deposited that straight out the full. A very bizarre kick from a player who's been very impressive tonight so far. Question marks why he just didn't carry on running. But step up Grant Gilchrist again as Jamie George looks for his numbers. Oh, he's messed it up again, this time Ritchie at the back, snakes it away. Now White, oh no, another high shot, this time Marcus Smith. And the referee, shockingly, has kept the cards in his pocket. But now the dilemma for Scotland, oh, they're going to the corner. Lesson from England, clearly not learned. But what a difference this could make if they manage to turn this into 7. It could be quite the turnaround. 7-3 the score. George Turner to throw. Can he hit his target at set piece time? Oh, you better believe it. Great take from Luke Crosby at the back. They drive in the back of Crosby. They're all in there again. Look who's at the back. Johan van der Merwe. He's got one. Maybe he wants a second. It spits out for White, who goes for a little bit of a run. Everyone's still in the ball. It's a bit of trouble here for Scotland, but their support gets there nicely as Turner waits for it. Drops it short to Gilchrist, who has been impeccable tonight at set piece already. Pick and go from Nell. He takes another half a metre.
Release.
Ball retention, very good from Scotland. As White's going in, and his pass is brilliant. Luke Crosby the try. And a great assist from Ben White. 2 tries for Scotland. And England, with all the chances, with all the opportunities, have failed to put one away themselves. Great execution from Scotland. Chances, certainly not aplenty, but chances certainly have been taken. Ben White has threatened a number of times around those fringes. This time, he gets it to go his way. And Luke Crosby, like you know every good open side flanker is, right there, ready to take it on. The scoreline extends out now for Scotland as we near the hour mark. It is 14 points to 3, Scotland in control. That is a statement I didn't think I'd be saying in this one. Owen Farrell back to halfway. The man who's hardly seen the ball tonight so far is to try score Crosby. Plucks it out of the sky, but a good ruck play here from Alice Gedge. Van Portveld has to go himself, struggling to hold on to the ball, but it comes back for Lewis Ludlam. Drops it short, and a good strong carry from Ollie Chisholm. Gets it up, now Don Brandon away to Sinclair, picked up and dumped. The only man there quickly was George, and he manages to do enough remarkably. Van Portveld again, he wants to double up on the work of Ben White and say, whatever you can do, I can do better. Here's Mauro Tolje, probably not a step here on the breakdown. Great little W play there from Dombrand, finding Ben Curry in the support lines.
Release.
Good build up so far from England, but the time certainly is ticking. Oh, great tackle, hit hard, shouted to Blontu, does what he does best. England though, continue the pressure. It's Tolje once more. Getting a bit of width, and straight through, goes Dombrand, great support lines as well from Sansom, and eventually goes down, Alice Gedge. Can't handle that one. The forwards lining up there on the left-hand side. They get another couple of metres. And Portveld, he's not going to go anywhere through that. Sinclair tries to hold on to the ball, but it may be Scottish turnover, and there is a big play. Defensive execution, simply outstanding. Right on the 22. Kicking it away would be a great option, but no, instead it's Richie Gray. He takes another couple of metres. White gets a bit of depth on it through the left-hand side. They look for
Release.
Van der Merwe. White again, out to the right-hand side. Jones, infield he looks through Crosby. Just outside the 22, it's turned over. Ludlam all over that. It's Jose Farrell getting it wide to Max Maylands. Oh, what a tackle, Stuart Hogg. Defensive brilliance from the veteran Stuart Hogg. 75 gone. England denied again. Turn to the throw. This one's nicked. Great turnover from Sansom. Now the try. Surely Martin going through. Oh, they've cut it back. What are they doing, England? Curry gets the ball he didn't want. They are just 5 out. Van Portveld picks up, goes himself, held up. Oh, he's a metre short. England still on the breakdown. They may lose it. Oh, remarkable work from Scotland. That's driven back. That could be full time. It is. The buzzer goes. And driven back was Grant Gilchrist. And the referee, taking no prisoners tonight, says that is enough. Scotland, not only so good at executing an attack, clinical, some may say, a couple of chances and they put them both away. But defensive work is what kept them in the lead. 14-3, the full-time score for England. Just a drop goal from Max Maylands after Owen Farrell denied a penalty from a very similar spot. Went instead to the corner, and that is all she wrote for the English. For Scotland, of course, it was Van der Merwe and Crosby who got the tries, and a perfect night off the tee for Finn Russell with 2 conversions. These stats tell the whole story. England dominated this game. Scotland put points on the board. Some great defence is what it come down to. Stuart Hogg on Max Maylands is a tackle for Six Nations highlight reels for years to come. But this matchup sees the Calcutta Cup staying in Scotland for a 3rd successive year as they do it in the double in real life. Here on Rugby Challenge, they've got the double, they've got the results, and that is a great show of ability from the Scots in what this team has become. A great little matchup. England, not even at the races. A great attack and a great defence from Scotland sees them home 14 points to 3. That is it from me today. You can expect to see more from the Six Nations in round 2 as well, and plenty more coming from One Off What If in the coming days. Until then, though, a big thanks to everyone who's commented their thoughts and, of course, their matches. And what do you think about the opening round of the Six Nations? Scottish fans, how's that confidence going? Wales is next. Can you do it again? I'll see you all next time, but until then, thanks for watching and take care.